Hey, what's up, y'all? It's another episode of the Flight Room TV podcast. I'm with everybody tonight. This is episode 81. We got Lighthouse in the house, Simo, Corey,
Yo,
Remy, please, and of course I'm Concourse P.
Coming in.
All right, yeah, man, coming in hot. I was hyped. But no, man, we're gonna start the show off with a movie review. Actually, The Harder They Fall just came out on Netflix this week. What did you guys think about that?
Hey,
I like this one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big like Western, spaghetti Western, old school Clint Eastwood type fan. So I like when these movies get made. It's interesting. Like the director is James, I forget his last name, but it's the guy from The Bullets. You remember that? From back then. But yes, his first director, debut. The only thing I didn't like about this is just it looked too bright. It didn't have like that, that
dark, gritty.
Yeah,
gritty, like digital. I mean, not
dirty
digital,
ass.
like analog. Like it didn't look like film. It looked like like a music video. Like that's the only thing I didn't like about it. It was too colorful. It was too colorful. Yeah.
Okay.
That's the only thing I didn't like about it.
Yeah, you missed the authenticity of it, pretty much.
But
Like
the cast was good.
Good
Regina,
cast.
Yeah, Regina, her accent was blowing me though.
Yeah, I know
It
was.
Was it supposed to be Southern? Or
Yeah.
was
No,
it?
but everybody had a different accent. Nobody.
They did, but it's just hers. It just wasn't. I was like, you know what?
Yeah,
Uh-uh.
worked hard on that.
She kind of sounded like Huey.
Yeah, even Lakeith Stanfield character, he spoke like he was like a Yale, university graduate or some shit. It was like, why y'all talk all different. It was kind of But I mean, that don't take away from the movie though. I thought it was overall a good movie.
Yeah.
I like the plot. You kind of saw what was. I mean, are we spoiling right now?
Go ahead, spoil it.
Spoiler.
Yeah, we saw it. We saw it coming.
Because at the beginning, when Idris came in and he killed his family, like you already knew this was what was going. You knew that little boy was going to be the center of the movie. You just kind of knew that.
Yeah.
But I thought it was. I like how they didn't use the N-word not one time. They didn't say nigga not one time, and that's kind of surprising. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, I know, but it's funny because I didn't look for it. But after a while, it was like something in my ears, like I didn't hear a nigga. Like,
Hey, you're right though. I didn't even hear that either. Actually, now that you said that,
And the one scene when that one person was about to like call him a nigga, then what's the name? Shot him before he got there. He said like you nit, and then Regina shot him.
At the train.
I thought it was good action scenes. I like the action scenes. They made Idris as a villain. He was very believable. The hero, I like the hero because he was like he was like conflicted. He was like conflicted. He was like a Batman type character. You know what I'm saying? He was kind of like he was a good guy, but he kind of had a darkness about him.
What do you call him? Anti-hero.
He was still a gang member.
Yeah, exactly. He was still a gang member. And I also like because me watching the movie and they said that the movie was based on real characters, even though it wasn't a real story. So I did my background story and I looked up every single character just to get a background. But the thing is, none of these people in real life were really connected. But it's just the fact that they put these names out there to let you know, like, hey, black people was out here being cowboys.
Right.
They was out here, they was very monumental in the whole Wild Wild West coming up. So even if you don't know, and just by the way, the character in the middle, Delroy Lindo, whatever. Bass Reeves was a bad motherfucker. Look him up. Like he was one of the coldest niggas in history. For real.
They said what's her name was cold.
They usually cast him as a white dude though, don't they?
Yeah, they said the Lone Ranger was based off Bass Reeves, but they made it a white dude when he came out.
Stagecoach.
Ain't that the truth? Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, and they said Bass Reeves alone was like took out 3,000 outlaws, like all kinds of wild shit by itself. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, man.
But yeah, man, I thought that was a great movie, man, overall. And a great action scenes. I like that girl fight at the end, you know what I'm saying, with Regina and the other chick. I forgot her name. Zazzy, yeah. So,
Zazzy.
Yeah, so I thought it was a good movie overall.
Remember that Zazzy?
I was trying to figure out what
she was in Joker. She was in Joker.
She was in the Joker, and she was in
Atlanta.
Atlanta. Remember that was the one that was not on the. She didn't break through. She wasn't the breakthrough actress that you will holler at, that you will want or whatever. Remember we had that episode a long time ago. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's Zazie. Yeah, that's the one. But even the character that she played was like, because I did the same thing you did, Marcus. Like, looked at like the characters and reviewed them. Like the character she played was like, 6 foot, like chocolate, all this. Like,
did you look her up though, Mary Fields? Like, she was another one.
She
was like, yeah, I drink whiskey, I carry a shotgun. Like, they quoted her. Like, you know what I'm
that's
saying?
What I'm saying.
Yeah,
she was real thorough. But that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, Hollywood's gonna switch it up, but I still think it was great that they gave out all that information on the Cowboys, on the Black Cowboys especially.
Yeah, they tried to put all of them together.
I love the wardrobe too. Like I was like, down. Look like
it do make you want to get snazzy, man. Like just something, you know what I mean? Just a decent hat, some boots or something.
That was the first time I seen Deion Cole play like somewhat of a serious role because you know he always taking jokes. But he pretty much, I don't think he smiled one time the whole movie. You know what I'm saying? So just to see him in that role was kind of.
I did want to see the young dude. I wanted to see more of him, but he got spoiler alert. We didn't get to see that.
He got
on the far right. The dude on the far right. That was like my favorite character in the movie.
That kind of blew me when he got took out.
Yeah, I like this character.
Like I would want to see like a whole other movie with just him.
Yeah,
right.
It's funny. He was the comic relief and shit. You know what I'm saying?
But
and he was still nice with it.
Yeah, he was nice with it. I liked him, man.
Yeah, dope.
That was my favorite character for real.
That's what they should do though. Like branch off and have like the origin stories or like just side movies.
We might be ahead of this shit. Yeah, we might do that.
That'd be dope
because it was pretty good. It was pretty good.
Yeah, I think they should do more. We need more movies like this. I like that. I like this because and the other thing I like it's not like keeping it like stereotypical. You know what I'm saying? It's like you giving us more range. Like black people was doing more than being in the streets and you know what I'm saying? Like give us more range. It's way more than that. So I like that shit.
Yeah, even principle and all that other stuff too within it. It's like yeah, man.
Yeah. Yeah, and it was showing how it was, how did they really? They actually, I think they only went into like one white town, but it was basically all black cities. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That too. That too.
They went up in the bank. Yep.
We was already out here.
Yeah, that was a really good written.
Right, and his name was Cherokee Bill.
Yeah.
Oh, and did you look up Cherokee Bill too? You looked him up? Yeah.
That was a good ass joint. I think they're probably gonna end up doing some more of them joints. They got.
But they might do.
Pretty sure they had good reviews.
Because remember at the end when they was driving off into the sunset and then it showed Regina Hall.
She was still there.
Kind of like standing there watching. So it might be a sequel. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah. They should keep it going. Keep it going, man.
Yeah, they need to do the sequel and then bring back the beginning stories or whatever. Bring the origin stories.
Yeah,
I'm for it. Ain't gonna cost you too much, Netflix.
Yeah, I'm for it. They probably seen all them. They probably seen all the views. They know how many folks watched that joint. That was a good ass joint.
It was the number one. I think it was the number one movie on Netflix and shit, right? Wasn't it?
Yeah. And black people gonna support regardless, good or bad.
But
we know we was Cowboys.
That one was good though, right? And it definitely gave you a different perspective. You know.
Yeah, that's what I like, man. Could appreciate that.
Going on to another.
So
review,
go ahead. Go ahead.
No, let's grade it.
Yeah, I was gonna say rate it. Which I gonna rate that?
I'll give it a 6.
For real, you think so? 6. I was gonna say 8.
We out of 10.
I'm giving it 8. Yeah.
And I was gonna say a 7.
You gonna say a 7? I'm giving it a 9, man. That joint was dope.
30.
Corey, you cannot.
Look. Listen. I ain't seen.
Go ahead, Corey.
You ain't seen a Black Cowboy movie since
Posse.
Mario Van Peebles.
Exactly.
Out this joint. You know what I'm saying? And they did this joint well, dog. They did this joint well.
You gave that joint 7.5, but you're right. We haven't seen that shit since Mario Van Peebles in it.
That is true. I need to take that into account.
We gotta watch that. Go back and watch that movie. That was a great fucking movie. Posse.
So that's
had Big Debo in that joint.
What's the score then?
7.5.
7.5. 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
No, it was a solid movie.
I had to save it. With
yeah, you're not picking first. I mean, you're not picking last next time.
What you think? What you think? You think 7.5 too high?
I think a 9.
I think it need to be higher.
I think that's about 7.5. I think that's fair. 7.5.
Yeah, I don't think that's bad. It did have good action. The writing wasn't bad at all. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like, just like he said, like it's just just little elements, little details. Like it was super crispy, cinematic. Supposed to be back in the Western time, but
it's colorful as fuck.
Yeah, I felt like they had a great cast. I want to see more of that too. Have like those stacked.
You got to watch it on that 720p. You got to watch it on 720p, man.
And 1080. Shoot, 4K, 8K, shit. Well, you saying you gotta go backwards?
I need that, go back. Film. It's too crisp. Film. I don't need that analog. I need that film.
Yeah. But I don't think it was bad. They probably filmed that movie in like 2 months, man. Probably less than that. Yeah, less than that. Film and edited.
They was in the same spot the whole movie. Like even when they made the White Town, like no, nigga, that's the same place.
Exactly. Yeah.
They go nowhere.
New set. Yeah. That's all it was. So yeah, you know what it is. That's what a lot of these productions are doing. Just have like one set and just do multiple scenes and shit off the one set.
And you know what? I know you said like you thought it was like, you know, they could have made it. I guess they made it too colorful, but I got the impression they was kind of making a little spoofy a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't supposed to be like too serious. You know what I'm saying? Like because you know how they over dramatize the violence and all that shit. Like I don't know. I thought that was just.
I mean, you could still do that, but still have the.
You know what I mean? I thought that the intention was to make it a little bit more like
aesthetics. The aesthetics wasn't there.
Yeah.
All right, so let's we haven't done movie reviews in a while, so we're gonna give you our two. I don't know if y'all everybody's seen this, but City of Lies, me and Corey seen this jump.
Yeah.
Johnny Depp.
Yeah, with Johnny Depp, the Biggie movie.
Yeah.
Johnny Depp
and a little bit of Tupac in there.
Forrest Whitaker.
Yeah.
You said they forced Tupac on it?
No, he was in it.
Oh, okay.
I had to see him. But no, I guess it was part of the whole thing, though. So yeah. But yeah, you definitely got to see any Johnny Depp and Forrest Whitaker movie. So I was with it. I had to go see that joint. I had to watch that joint.
And that's surprising Johnny Depp was in there because I'm used to him like always playing like some dark, evil, you know, creepy motherfucker.
Some colorful character.
Yeah.
And he was actually good. I like when he does serious roles like these though. What's the other one? Not Blow, but what's the other one where he was
Boston joint?
Donnie Brasco.
Yeah. That one.
Boston joint.
Yeah, where he was like the drug dealer.
Oh, you talking about the Johnny did about Whitey
Black Friday or something like
Mass
that?
or Black Sunday?
Yeah, Black Mass.
When he's Whitey
Ford.
Whitey Bulger.
Yeah.
Oh, I seen that joint. That was a good movie actually.
Yeah. I like when he gets like serious and like, you know, when he's not all goofy and Disney and stuff. Could appreciate it more, man. Like
but yeah, this movie was like that. I like this genre because they kind of like mixed a lot of like real files and footage and stuff and blended it in with the movie. It's a drama and just I didn't know like some of the details of this shit. I didn't know
some of that information, you know.
So you mean it was stuff that was in the movie that because you know there's been a million Biggie docs, so like they was actually giving.
This one was way different.
Oh, really? It was way different. Seen that because honestly I didn't see it, but I just assumed it was going to be like nigga. We didn't see every documentary. I can't see.
But they like detailed like the FBI like had like informants or pretty much gang members like hired, you know, for them. And in the FBI, and also was LAPD, and then it was making drug deals. They was
we seen that the Black Panther joint, like
true,
so
pretty much,
everybody gonna be getting infiltrated. You get locked up, somebody they gonna create an informant.
Right.
Fuck that, but it's reality. Crazy,
right? But they had like a lot of information in there. They have his actual mother in that shit. Like,
I didn't know that like the police was involved with it like that.
Yes,
but they were though. Yeah.
As far as the whole hit,
nigga,
or whatever.
You know the Spanish dude that set him up in the jump.
The
Spanish police officer that was setting up the one dude.
Oh yeah. When he went to go make the drug deal,
His name is Rafael.
Rafael
Perez.
Some shit. Yeah.
And they say he is the person that they that inspired Denzel's character on Training Day.
Oh wow!
Wow. See, everything based off some real. Like,
you already know.
Based off something real, bro. You be like,
got that award on that joint too.
Like,
and tell me
a character like him. It was a real nigga. It was somebody.
Exactly. And tell me how much of a snake he was, man. Denzel was wilding in that shit.
And that's one of my movies right there.
Yeah, it sure is.
Who was in the Marines? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Then the LAPD.
Yep, militant.
Was affiliated with the Bloods, and then was also like an FBI informant. Like,
wow, that's rough.
Yo, he was ruthless.
That's crazy. That's crazy how they were showing how like the police was like once they, I don't know, I guess maybe they was undercover too long or whatever. I don't know, but
he
they
just like lost his way.
Really, they was really going banging out. They were really banging. They were really. I'm blood.
Ain't that similar to In Too Deep with it's like the same story.
LL Cool J.
He was a cop, and then he became like a gang, and he got caught up in the shit. You know.
Yep, exactly. You really.
I seen somebody say In Too Deep was based off Tupac and Suge Knight. Somebody said that. I was like, damn, that's kind of, I don't know.
They did, man. They had some crazy ass.
It kind of like make you wonder, like, it shook like FBI, like he was getting a free pass for like a long ass time.
Wow.
And nothing happened to him.
He was
paying the police. They said
he was getting away with that shit.
Yeah,
it almost seemed like they was like allowing him to just to terrorize niggas.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, he was bullying motherfuckers. That's literally all he was a bully.
But it was beyond bullying. He was like assaulting people.
I know.
Like terrorizing niggas.
On camera.
You know what I'm saying?
He made Vanilla Ice drink piss.
And then hung the nigga over a balcony, bro.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's so dirty. And that's when Vanilla Ice was hot. That's why you know that's a gangster, dog.
But they said Shug had other shit, man. It wasn't just that. That nigga was.
Oh yeah.
Well, he was like sadistic or some shit. If that's the right word. Like that nigga, like he got off on terror. Like he loved that shit. It was
yeah.
It make you wonder, like was he planted there or who?
That too, because he came out of jail.
Who gave him the green light? I mean, if you have all these people that's in the FBI or LAPD working close to you, kind of like protecting your business enterprise, are you connected to it?
Right. And even that, you would think that a person that had
somebody above him, it can't be nobody above him.
No, it is always
somebody above.
Yeah, but as far as Suge though,
but I mean,
it's not like it's.
No, it's like instructions. Somebody probably like give him instruction or like somebody probably give him like missions to complete. Yeah. Like certain shit you need to happen. Just like Lighthouse was saying, within the industry, that motherfucker was disruptive. I'm talking about from behind the scenes to award shows.
He like a pit bull. They just released him.
They just let him go.
Yeah. And nobody messed with him. Nobody messed with him.
So real quick, back to the movie though. It's like I was a little confused a little bit, but it seemed like they was trying to hint that he had something to do with Pac's death too. Because there was like,
see, that's the thing.
When the investigators went to Vegas, they was like, when Pac got shot up or whatever, he went and talked to the cops out there or whatever, and he was like, I'm just gonna say that when he was talking about when he interviewed Suge Knight, he was like, he didn't really have much to say. He didn't seem like he really cared or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, were they trying to hint that he may have had something to do with that trying or whatever? Because at first they was trying to say it was Biggie, and the officers out there was like, we looked at Biggie up and down everything. You know what I'm saying? He had nothing to do with that shit with the Tupac joint. And then he started talking about Suge or whatever, like he was questionable, like there's a question mark above that nigga's head.
That's why I've always thought though, like that shit had to be connected somehow. I mean, even though they like put that on us early and everything, behind the scenes, if you look at like how Tupac shit was, like how many people were like involved with that too, it's like layers, just the same thing. It had to be, that shit was orchestrated. It wasn't no just random act. Yeah, like they plotted against these men because they knew how powerful they were. They knew the momentum. They knew like just everything that they had. They knew the power they possessed. Like I'm saying, but
and they was making more money when it was a East Coast versus West Coast. You know what I'm saying?
That. Oh yeah.
So if they wanted to try to dead that, you know what I'm saying, that might have been a problem.
That
might have been a problem.
But the whole thing about that shit was they were friends before, man. Like that whole thing was like media built.
So I can see them easily being able to squash that, but you know, behind scenes.
And I agree.
They said behind the scenes it was cool though. It was the media kind of like. Well, I don't want to say completely cool. I don't want to say that because it was like instances and shit that happened.
They had their little diss tracks and all that.
All that shit, even the studio shit, like that's how it all started. But I feel like I just feel like they were orchestrated against, like, and it was the timing of the shit that happened. They were both rising at the same time and both had drama at the same time. So, like I said, you know,
then they died like a couple months apart or whatever.
Yeah, it wasn't far apart at all, man.
Tupac died in October and Biggie died like the following March. I remember.
Yeah, like wild shit. And Biggie used to always say that, like, look at his last interviews. He knew somebody was after him. He felt like he was always putting them vibes out all the time. He didn't even look happy, man. Look stressed.
He didn't look happy at all. That nigga look. I remember that thing he had an interview on MTV Raps when he was like outside sitting at like a basketball court or something. He was getting interviewed. He had like that little button-up shirt with the sunglasses. He was talking about, I think somebody out to kill me and all that. He was talking about that shit right on the goddamn show.
All that, man. He did. I think that's where he broke down the story where he was like, yo, I used to be the one looking at the dope man like, man, I want that shit. Now I'm the dope man. I got all the shit. Now everybody want my shit. He's like, it makes sense. Like, that's what happens in the game. But still, even with him saying that, I don't feel like his own people would do that to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, because even back in those times, he was leveling up, like representing for New York, like, man, putting on, had kids, all that good shit. Changing his life, and Tupac was about to changing his lifestyle too. So I feel like that was a conflict.
Yeah, he was getting into acting and shit.
If he would
everything, man.
If Tupac would have lived, I think he would have stopped rapping. Would have been a full blown actor. I think.
Easy, bro.
I think he would have been.
That nigga would have been a writer. He would have been a writer or something. Like for real, like he been creating.
Probably.
Yeah, easy, 100%.
Oh yeah, easy. I can see that too. Like he'd be one of them motherfuckers you forget did music. Well, I don't even want to say that. Like Luda. Yeah, but you'd be like, oh yeah, he did music first.
I don't think he been in like how like Luda. Actually, he was in Fast and the Furious. And
that's about it though. He probably had a couple of.
But I don't think Pac was in like any type of whack ass movie. I think all his movies that he was in were like they're like classics.
Official, man.
Classic joints.
And the 90s era of film and cinema, like that set the tone for like a lot of shit now. Yeah, that like they remake shit still from the 90s and 80s. Like, yeah, that's what I mean. It was so authentic, dog. It was so authentic. So you can't take that away. Like, and he man, above the rim, fucking Juice. Goddamn, nigga, what? Like, man, Pac was all over the screen when we was growing up. Yeah, Gridlock, bro. Like, oh man. Poetic Justice, like he got it, and they're all hits. They're all hits, like no little weak ass bullshit.
Yeah. I think Juice was the first time I seen him. I think
it's my first time.
I think I knew about him.
I think that's his first movie, ain't it?
Before I know, but then Juice come out before Keep Your Head Up.
I don't think I saw that. What's Keep Your Head Up?
Keep Your Head Up was like that was his.
Oh, you're talking about the song. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think that was like his first like big single, if I'm not mistaken. But I think, he was in Juice. First time I seen Tupac was when he was in Juice.
Okay, yeah.
That one FBI agent was David McCord, the dude that was like tripping.
That was cuz who was straight up blood. He robbed the bank.
Robbed the bank. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, David Mack.
Yeah, he wasn't no cop at all. I don't know how he got on the force. I don't know how he was Jesus Christ, man.
But just it just goes to show, you know, they got niggas out there like that doing that. Yeah, like acting like that. Like
especially in the LAPD.
I wouldn't be surprised if some of these gang member leaders are fucking, you know what I'm saying?
Informants or something. Yeah.
Or the leaders.
Like how you think
the police?
How you think these games like
are still moving?
I mean, how
just good.
How you think they initially formed?
through FBI informants or just guys that went to jail and they.
I'm saying it's a whole structure. It's the
See,
same.
that's a good question.
They got MK Ultra in jail and then came out.
Yeah,
and, you know
that's a
saying?
great question. Actually,
like the gang
it was officially like because to protect themselves from the police brutality or whatever, right?
I'm just saying. I'm saying like the structure of it is the same structure as any other society.
Stuff.
Right, they got captains, lieutenants, and
right. And then you get jumped in, you get hazed and all that stuff. It's the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Even some of the gang signs would be the same as them. Yep. Some of those occultic hand signs would be the same shit.
Yeah, they really do.
And they use the same tactics, the red versus the blue and all that other shit. It's like, you to using opposites and, making them opposing forces and all that shit. It's all the same thing.
Yep. Damn. I never thought about that on the gang level though, but that makes sense. Makes sense.
It's really just like a I guess smaller lower level offshoot of the same Masonic shit. It's like a lower level offshoot of it, but it's inspired from the same exact shit.
Yeah, they're part of the scheme too. They're part of the pyramid scheme too, though. Mm-hmm. They got their own level on that.
And then you tie the rap stuff into it, so
and then you can tie the jail and industrial complex and all that shit. And
all that. You can go to the whole program and shit and everything else. Yeah,
it all ties together.
Hey, so
go ahead.
Are the dude that they a lot of documentaries or even this movie kind of point to everybody say it was a guy in a bow tie that shot Biggie. Somebody from the Nation of Islam. It says,
Muhammad something.
Yeah, Amir Muhammad, aka Harry Billings.
Muhammad.
He is actually the godparent to David Mack.
What?
Oh shit!
David Mack,
the crazy gangster nigga.
Yeah.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, yo, that dog is ruthless though. That dude was ruthless. I don't know if that was real when they was in the when he was in the interrogation room or not. If that's what really happened, but cuz was like, you gonna give me 15 years? That ain't enough.
Right.
Give me 18. What 15 years gonna do, dog? Give me 18. Give me 20. I was like, dog, this dude is ruthless, bro.
Yeah. Nah, that wasn't even like realistic unless you just off the grid fucking crazy. But yeah. That I forgot about that part, but yeah.
It was crazy.
Nah, he was going off. Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, he did it. He did it. He had something to do with it.
On the set.
And then they said the only person that visited him in prison was the Amir Muhammad dude. So
that's wild.
Yeah,
and just a correlation, man. Yeah. You already know that shit's tied.
They was both there when he got shot.
Mm-hmm.
And
follow the paper trail.
Just like, come on, bro.
Pretty much all his like Suge and his security, his personal security, it's like off-duty police officers who are also Bloods. Like
when Sugar Blood, Sugar Blood, because because he stayed with the Red.
Yeah, he stayed Kool-Aid up.
But look how you connecting all the dots, man. It's like it's coming out like. Now that information do be right there. It's who's close.
It's starting to make me think like even Suge was like Illuminati and shit.
That's
like,
maybe powers that be. Yeah. Oh yeah. Because he got low after all that shit. Nothing happened to him.
And I think
it wasn't
that's why,
really
when he finally got locked up like recently is the same time like this story broke. This story broke. Like what?
2018?
Yeah. When he ran over the dude like at the beach and shit.
Yeah, you talking about on the set when he came up to the set. Yeah. Oh, he was wilding.
But look what
happened.
So
you have to be untouchable to think you can just run somebody over and just continue.
Yeah, I forgot about that shit.
And not just that, right? You got to look at it like that. All right, so I mean, it make a lot of sense, man, because then he named the shit Death Row Records. You know what I'm saying? He had a picture of a black man in the fucking, getting electrocuted, and then they promoting gang lifestyle. So I mean, it kind of makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like if you really think about this shit.
Wow, man. That's
it's like like was this nigga planted in order to push this imagery out to the people? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right. And he had the number one gangster with him too. Like he was managing the number one gangster in the world.
And then like when he finally went to court, this nigga was crying. This is like the hardest nigga like in rap culture history.
Right.
Was boohoo crying. I couldn't believe that shit when they told it to me.
You lying, dog. Don't pull it up. You lying.
You don't remember that?
No, he was. Remember he was at the stand.
I remember the joint when he fainted when they gave him
that too.
Yes.
This thing was like 6'5", 290,
300-pound nigga.
Yeah, boohoo. You out here just fainting.
And athletic at that. And he was athletic. This nigga was
used to play football, right?
Yeah. I was watching some shit with Snoop was telling some story how this nigga like jumped out the window and hopped onto a car and like some movie shit. He was like, that nigga shit was the most gangster nigga I ever seen. Like this coming from Snoop saying that, you know what I'm saying?
And what's crazy about Snoop, I just saw something where he wants to buy Death Row Records. You saw that?
I heard about that, yeah.
Yeah.
Snoop trying to buy Death Row?
Yeah, he wants to buy Death Row Records now. Oh, wow. Oh, man. I know they...
That's crazy. It was once led by the Bloods and now it's going to be led by the Crips.
Man.
That's crazy.
That whole thing is just too deep. But it's all politics.
Good movie though. City of Lies.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure y'all check it out.
Check that out. Forrest Whitaker, Johnny Depp.
All right, so what y'all
rating?
What do y'all rate it? Yeah.
I'll probably get that one. I'll probably get that a 7 too.
7? Okay,
yeah, I'll probably get that a 7 too.
I give it a just because I haven't seen none of the other documentaries or nothing like that. I thought this
it's not really a documentary though.
This was the best film on Biggie and Tupac. Like this was the best one though. Like most information was actually like grabbed you and shit. It wasn't the same watered down shit. So I give it.
Yeah, it's not a documentary. It
was like a movie.
It's
a movie
inspired by true events, true story.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, one of them type of. But I have to.
Hey, it's a docu film. It's a docu film.
Yeah. Okay.
There you go.
I'm gonna give it an 8 though. It was hella informative. A lot of stuff that I did not know about, and it was good acting. Of course, you know you got Whitaker, Johnny Depp.
Yeah, they did have good acting though. I'll give them that. The gangsta ass motherfucker.
I don't think there was one time that I was not like. I don't think I had an issue with anything. I was like engaged in the whole movie the whole time. I was like, that's what happened. This what happened. Oh shit, that's what happened next. That's what happened then. Oh shit, the cops is doing this shit. I'm like, I was. I thought this joint kept me thoroughly engaged. At 8, I give it an 8. I give it an 8.
And you know it's a good movie when you're thinking about it after that shit's over.
Yeah,
that's how you know it's a good fucking.
A rabbit hole.
That's how you know. Yeah, that's how you always know.
I was like, I got to look up these names.
Can this really be happening?
Too.
Did this really happen, bro?
Yeah. Because it opens up your mind, man. Your conscience, you're like, hold on, wait a minute, that makes sense.
Then I started thinking about the whole like Nipsey situation. I was like, hold up.
Oh, bro, when you were sending me those,
I want to hear what you got. What was you thinking? Expand.
Oh, Nipsey?
Yeah, what was you saying? What made you think about the situation?
Man,
like the whole gangster culture and how it's like levels to that, and like if you
it's a pecking order,
just like you were saying, lieutenant start to the sergeant, you disrespected a sergeant, but you only on this level, you gotta pay it's like a whole different realm with that gangster shit. You gotta pay dues, actual money and shit. Like you gotta check in with these you know what I mean, the lords, whatever. But Nipsey got caught up in some of that too, off of something that's stem Big U, that was stemming like, what was that, like probably 5 years before he was really blown up, probably like 3-4 years before he started blowing up. Had like a diss track, also had like altercation with his brother,
Black Sam.
Black Sam and Big U.
He saved him for real.
Big U had a beef. Okay, all right.
Yeah, but because Big U was trying to check Nipsey, and Big Sam, of course, me and Big Bro like stop that shit, which is
basically
makes sense. Yeah. So
he was extorting Nipsey, and Big Sam stepped in.
Right.
Okay. All right. Cool. Okay. I see.
Pretty much. Yeah.
And all right, let's look at it from this. Like, okay, so like even Suge Knight brought in, what's his name? Snoop came in under Suge Knight. All that whole, because remember, it started with Suge Knight. Now we got where's Snoop Dogg right now? And it made me think, it's like, all right, Snoop Dogg is like almost like a teddy, like he's like a teddy bear. He's like a character. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg. We all love Snoop Dogg.
He's a household name, dog.
But he still came in as a gang member. You remember? You know what I'm saying? So like now it's like almost like, you know, we're kind of being
murder was the case.
It's like, oh, it's your neighborhood, you know, it's your friendly neighborhood drug. I mean, you know, gangbanger, Snoop Dogg. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like they're kind of making us more like, you know what I'm saying? It's like they're desensitizing us.
You're right.
To what it is. So it's like first this nigga came in that way, and then here we are. We got so, you know, we done fell in love with Snoop. Snoop is like our cousin. He's like our uncle now. You know what I'm saying?
It's Uncle Snoop, dog.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Desensitizing to it.
My man cooking with Martha Stewart.
Dog, and that's what it is. Cooking with a white lady on TV.
Martha Stewart is like, oh man, you know,
and she got locked up too, though. So
she
all gangsta out here.
She did a bid. She kept it thorough.
She ain't snitch on
Martha did a bid. Real talk though, she ain't say shit. She ain't snitch, man. And her shit was on currency stuff. Wasn't she like money laundering or something?
Like
taxes?
Embezzlement.
Oh, embezzlement.
Yeah.
Okay.
Insider trading.
Inside trading.
Yeah, pretty much. Yep.
That pretty much everybody do. So like, I don't know.
Yeah, that shit's nothing now.
Yeah, she got a tip. So what?
Yeah, that's nothing now. Elon Musk do that all the time.
Yeah, he makes the money. But yeah, when I was watching the movie, I was like, oh, like all this Nipsey shit started to make sense to me.
Yeah, man. I can see those parallels too. I'm waiting for some shit on that to start coming out, man. They swept that under the rug so fast.
But even in the Nipsey shit, it's the same thing. It's like this like empathetic gang member. You know what I'm saying? It's like I feel like they're desensitizing us to the reality of it.
But at the same time,
by putting these mascots on the pedestal.
The dude that
no disrespect, because I fuck with Nipsey hard, so it's no disrespect.
I know what you're saying.
The dude that pulled the trigger, informant.
So, exactly. So there you go, and that might have been a whole, you know, sacrifice right there within itself, because you know, Homeboy came out. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, he probably had a whole agenda, and the way that shit looked, it looked like he like. I almost when I saw, I was like, this nigga was preparing for this moment. This wasn't like, this wasn't like he just got his feelings. That nigga knew what he was going to do when he woke up that moment. You know, what I'm saying? Like that type of shit.
Yes, you're right. It's almost like whoever got to him was hyping him up, boosting his ego, telling him,
training that nigga,
fueling him. Yes. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it.
So we on the topic of rappers. Let's dial it back a little. Kanye made a surprising appearance on Drink Champs. Yeah. With Nori, where they like to give people the flowers and everything, but he hijacked the whole situation. People's every time Kanye talk, is like people kind of be like scared, but
that's a fact. Like niggas get like it's like they freeze. Like, what is he gonna say? What is he gonna say? What is he gonna say?
Yeah, it's gray area. It's total gray area because he can go left or right.
He had a lot of those moments in the show, but I loved it. As soon as that shit popped up on my Spotify, I was like, play.
Yep, Drink Champs.
But you know why? But you know why it is? Because Kanye, he never gonna give you some on script shit. He always gonna give you his individual perspective.
Yeah, so it's really him too. It's really him.
And the thing is, I think we get so caught up in these same narratives every day. You know what I'm saying? And Kanye jump on the scene. It's like I use this analogy before. It's like you ride down the highway and the nigga just throw a prick through your fucking window. It's like, oh shit. This is outside the narrative. It's like, it's like almost like he wakes you up because you're so used to being in that like kind of cycle, that drone and everyday turn TV, police brutality, oppression, and then all of a sudden Kanye hit you with some narratives you ain't heard before. It's like, God damn.
Exactly. That's what I love about him though. He always does, like, even when he goes on his little, I call him rants and like he's venting, he always does give you a different perspective, yo. He'll even break the shit down and simplify it for you. But it's like, I just like that different spectrum of thinking too. Just like you said, it's outside of the norm. Everybody gets into this cycle.
You're not gonna get it from somebody that's in a public eye whatsoever.
No,
exactly. Not like how
the same regurgitated.
I feel like he
over and over.
Yeah.
Does he even have a publicist?
He don't need one. He's the real media to me because he's unfiltered. He's unfiltered and he gives it to you like straight.
Even though
man.
You're not
like,
going to agree with everything he say. Like
you might not even understand it, but it's like all there. It's all true for you. He's like he's trying to like really give you knowledge behind a lot of shit that he talks about.
PC shit.
Yeah, and to keep it all the way real, the same reason why people don't like him is the same reason why they love him. It's the same exact fucking reason. Because when that nigga said George Bush don't love black people, that nigga wasn't a super scholar.
And
he wasn't a super. He didn't have to have the qualifications to say George Bush.
He kept referring that too. He kept referencing that statement and saying, "Oh, you thought." He said they should have killed me back then. He said, "Well, now, ain't no telling." But he kept saying,
he did.
It was kind of eerie.
But I feel like, I feel like he already knows he's under that spotlight. Like the powers that be, whoever do have an eye on him, are in tune with what he's doing and shit like that. Because I heard that too in the interview though. Like
certain stuff you see when you talk about the whole Planned
Parenthood, next,
Planned Parenthood genocide, like that type of stuff. Where we talk about how he's talking about like the chakras and how like the 808 and we're controlling the music and the message and stuff like that behind that.
Right, the frequencies and stuff.
Yeah, like he'll like tiptoe around certain subjects and be direct with it. But
I don't think he was tiptoeing. I think I felt like when he started really getting this shit, I felt like Nori was like, all right, like Nori was changing the subject a lot. Because I feel like Kanye was probably like, I think he was going to say even more profound shit than he said. But I think Nori kept changing the subject and like put it on light shit. You know what I'm saying?
Or he didn't like expand on, what I'm saying? Like, okay, let's talk more about XYZ. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, he would just change the subject. Because I think honestly, Nori couldn't keep up. He couldn't keep up. You know what I'm saying?
That's really what it was.
I need to go on here so we can.
Dog, he can have the floor for 6 hours straight. Like I know that's what he want. Like I don't even care, man. Just go ahead and go in.
Yeah, it definitely gave us a shout out. Definitely gave Tacoma Park, Maryland. You know what I'm saying? Montgomery County. Definitely gave us a shout out.
Yeah,
DMV. You know what I'm saying? Said he got his style from here.
Again.
Again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he said that.
Yeah, he said that. He said he came down here. Dude put him on some shit. He brought it back to Chicago.
With some Jay-Z. And he said, and we said when the back Chicago was like, oh, you in the future. And he said he kept chasing that rush, and that's like who he is today. He's always chasing the rush of being ahead of the present.
And it's crazy too, because after that, niggas in Chicago was wearing jabos and shit. I remember my cousin, that's all he used to wear is like jabos and fucking polos and shit. So translated, it made sense. But I said that's one of the freshest, places I've ever been is DC. Like that's when I was like, oh damn, niggas got Gucci on, niggas got fucking Versace. Like niggas was designered up in college, like hard. I was like, damn, I gotta step it up. Nah, they was definitely fresh. That opened my eyes to a lot of shit.
It's definitely a fashion, type town. I don't even know how to put the word to put to it, but
bro, it's crazy. It's real. Even in Georgetown,
just like how we wear our shit, like sizes and stuff like that.
Yeah, man.
They got me this size. You know what I'm saying?
Styles definitely evolved through times. Because remember the slouch sock era.
And then all like the urban brands from Manny.
I know. I kind of missed that shit because I felt like it faded. That urban shit, it faded out.
Yeah, I missed the urban.
I kind of missed those days, young, because it felt very unique.
Fabiato's still out here. I see that shit now.
That's when I came. Yeah. That's when I had the
Fabiato like that. Like not how it was at one point. You used to see it every day. You don't really be seeing it like that.
Yeah, not unless you went really down in DC. If you're really down in DC, you might see
Georgetown.
I see that shit at the casino all the time.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you see it. How many people you see a day? You probably see like 5,000 people a day.
Let them know, Joe. Nobody want to give DMV the flowers for fashion, for real though, for real.
Hey, that's a fresh. Hey, I'm telling you, I was shell shocked. I never see fucking designer on niggas like that in my life when I first came to DMV. I was shocked.
And we had our own designer. That's what I'm saying.
Everything, even. I even got put on to 992s. I remember I was like, damn, those are running shoes, but niggas used to make them look so fresh. I was like, how they even do that?
There's other like brands that's kind of like marrying themselves.
The copying now.
I seen
that.
I seen
even Joey Fresh Goods, New Balance, that shit. Translate, Chicago, DC, man.
They're trying to marry yourself to the brand.
You know it.
992s is supposed to be for elderly people, but like you know, what I'm saying niggas made that shit fly because I be saying people with 992s,
right? And I be looking. Hold on,
I know they don't know what they wearing. They don't know what they wearing. I know they don't.
Bro, I'm telling you, that's the only place I've ever seen.
And that walking in the mall in the morning.
And even DC.
Exactly.
Yeah. That was the first place I even like got hip to New Balance though. Like for real, New Balance is booming now and all that shit. But 10 years ago, that was all DC. Like that's the only place you would see it. Like I'm not even bullshitting with that.
New Balance then stepped it up like shit though. As late, I don't know about
crazy. Yeah, crazy. They got some flavors.
They got some shit.
Foam.
Yeah, they do.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, foam posit all day.
But it'd be literally in like the
Nike boots.
like the logistics of it, because like Nike will even tell you they're gonna send a certain amount to this area, like this,
because they know, because
they know like it sells.
Yeah,
so
bro.
if it didn't start nowhere else, if it's not popular anywhere else, the numbers will tell you like the amount that they send here. We was the one that's getting popping.
Yeah, I seen the Wale Drink Champs joint. He was talking about that same shit. And
Yep.
Nike boots.
He said Jim Jones was trying to claim Nike boots, try to say the Harlem or whatever it started.
Yeah, man. Even when I saw Jim Jones do that, I'm like, stop.
We need a petition though.
Harlem is the same place
to start them.
He was like, y'all niggas
to get the Tim Duncan's back in here.
Yeah,
he
but
said
Harlem
niggas was wearing white Timbs.
petition.
He was like, them niggas
exactly.
was wearing white
Harlem is the same place where they fucking wearing Air Force Ones with fucking like goofy ass like
yeah,
like
Gucci shit.
Like, yeah, I'm saying you clearly
no. We need a petition to get the Tim Duncan posits back in, dog. The
posits. Oh no, we getting those. We don't get those.
If you don't get them shit retail,
I called the Nike lady up the other day.
Hey, you better hope you get them shits retail, nigga. Because if you don't get them shits retail, they gonna probably sell them shits triple, quadruple the price.
Yeah, stupid. You saw the new phones they got coming out. That's like
the Gasson Junks.
Yeah. Those are straight though.
Hey, those are fire.
I ain't seen them.
For 520 retail, you are
500.
I ain't seen them. Can I get a picture?
Are they posits?
They phone posits?
Somebody send a link.
It's a new joint, like a new design.
Yeah, whole new. They probably got like 3 different colorways too.
Yeah, and
that's what I'm saying. That's the time they was on.
Yeah.
The fill
boots.
That's
the low cuts.
That's
the low cuts. Fill boots. Yeah. Yeah.
And they don't know.
I like the new Buck though. I like the new Buck joints though. You can get around in them joints. I used to hoop in them motherfuckers, dog.
Niggas were hooping the Nike boots and Sims like it was nothing though. I definitely remember that.
Nike boots are comfy though. Like you can do a lot of them shit.
They kind of feel like sneakers for real.
Yeah.
Keep talking. I'm trying to find
the good days, the good old days.
Yeah, good old days.
Yeah, I mean, other than that,
high school, like when
and the thing that with Kanye, they kind of like throw me off sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Because he'll come on something like Drink Champs. He'll do an interview and he'll say like all the right things. It's like, all right. But then it's like, oh, he directs Lil Nas X video where he's like,
no, you better not.
I think he had something to do with Lil Nas X video with the joint where he was like twerking on Satan and shit. Like,
really?
I could see that though. I
swear I heard something that said that Kanye. To go, you can fact check. But I promise I seen it said Kanye was definitely behind. Oh, I seen them joints. Those going for 5.
Yeah, 520.
Going for 5. I like the white joints. I don't like the black joints. I like the white joints. Some joints are alright.
It's like another one too. With
I don't like the black ones. The white joints look nice. Me neither. But the white joints look alright though. The black joints,
I can't do all white. I can't, not with some shoes.
It's got a little black on the side though. They right there. And then you got to wear the white socks with the black on them. You know what I'm saying?
That's a lot.
That's right. They remind
me of something. How do you like the white joints more than the black ones, nigga? Like, what the fuck? Are you like?
Oh, okay. See, no, the picture looks shitty though. The picture looks shitty.
The PNG.
Yeah, those right there look good. Those are like those look good. Those look good.
Hey, that look like
what shoes was those?
Why that PNG look like you can literally put them shits on right now?
Right.
For real.
Yeah.
Crispy. I reach out and touch them.
Damn. Those going for 5. Yeah.
520 cash.
They re-released them Tims. They're definitely going for 5. Them Tim Duncan Jones.
But these look indestructible.
Yeah, they really do.
Nah. It's so much. What is that? Leather or whatever up there?
It looks. It's like a thick material.
The Tim Duncan joints are indestructible.
I mean, these look indestructible. Those are motherfucking. That's that flight posit shit.
For real. 500. They better be indestructible.
My thing is, it's not all flight.
I bet Batman is wearing these joints right now, just beating the shit out of somebody.
Hey, I guarantee it.
No, he's rocking the black Tim Duncan's dog. He walking.
You know that first Batman with Michael Keaton, there was a pair of Nikes under that motherfucker. Yeah, Nike boots under that shit.
No,
like custom. Or like custom phones. My bad. Yeah, you're right. I got a picture of that shit too.
And some sixes.
The Michael Keaton Batman?
Yeah. Yeah, the first one. Bruh.
That's legendary. I never knew that. That's
yeah. Oh, I know you probably find a picture of that shit. Yeah. It was like the boot. They custom made his boot and everything with that shit.
So when did the first phone pause
and
come
Meteor
out?
Man.
Because that movie came out in like what, 90s?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Eggplant shows.
Batman was 89. The first Batman was 1989.
So this nigga was wearing phone pauses in 89.
Bruh, yeah.
They weren't foam though.
I will find that pic. I'm telling you, man.
But look though, like I bought one pair of Nike.
He always tell this story.
Hey, look.
Nike foam posit boots, dog.
Oh
no! I'm talking about the boots.
Oh,
I bought one pair of Nike foam posit boots, dog, back in like 2012, and I'm telling you that I still have the same fucking boot. There's not a scratch on them motherfuckers. None of them are indestructible. So if they want to, if they want to do inflation shit out there, we already talking about inflation out here in the government and shit, and all the other bullshit. I'll pay 500 for them joints. I pay 500 for them joints. Them joints are indestructible, dog. These joints are still here. There's nothing wrong with these boots. I still wear them. If there's snow out there, I'm putting them joints on, dog. Putting them joints on, dog.
Hey, and the Batman boot, it was a Jordan 6. It was Jordan 6s. Okay, yeah, they made that shit into a boot. It looks crazy too, actually. Yeah, I got you.
All right, so speaking about space age technology and the phone posit, which is probably a space age technology. Let's talk about this wild ass.
That's why it's indestructible.
China stuff. China supposedly has or they just tested it recently within the last 2 months. A nuclear-capable hypersonic weapon.
Damn, they just tested that motherfucker. Okay.
So, like, what is this? Is this the whole push for like the Space Force type situation, or
I don't know, man. That sounds dangerous. Damn, what are they even like?
I want to know what the fuck.
What is a hypersonic weapon? What does that mean?
Yeah, what are they testing that
on?
What
does hypersonic mean?
Don't ask for a video because I don't think they're gonna give us that.
Nah, not right now.
You can go into space and then drop like some nuclear shit.
It's getting crazy out here.
What exactly is a hypersonic weapon? Sonic has to do with ears and listening and hearing. So is this like some sort of like super sound wave shit?
Right. That's what I'm thinking. Like some frequency type shit, probably take like over your body.
Actually, and that's so funny. That ties into that shit Kanye was talking about. Like, the waves within the music can be weaponized against your, just your body and all kinds of shit. And it's funny because that shit is tested in the military. You know what I'm saying? Like, these niggas probably know like the same waves that they'll send.
Yeah, yeah. But it's real too. Yeah, because we've talked about like binaural beats and everything too. That's the same thing. That's a frequency, and it could like. Put you in those positions where it damn near hypnotizes you, put you in a realm, whatever. Like that's how I know. Oh yeah,
that shit was real. Yeah,
man. What? Even when they yeah. But even when they started like showing some of the videos, and that's all I was hearing was just the fucking like what do they call it? Like the golf type. Or the golf type like frequency, like fast, slow shit. I'm like, oh yeah, they was fucking them up out there. Hypersonic.
5 times the speed of sound.
Yeah.
What's the overall purpose of this? Like, what are they trying to do?
Flexing.
Yeah, I mean, flexing is definitely important when you're dealing with.
They're trying to say that they can get that shit there quickly.
Basically, what they just did
quickly.
Nah, they was just basically they just brandished the weapon just to show niggas ain't nothing to fuck with. That's all that is. That's all that was.
I think it like orbits space though. So like it's like, oh, where's it coming from? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like can't detect it or whatever.
Yeah,
probably. But that's what I'm.
Yeah.
They got all these weapons and shit. Like, I don't know the purpose behind that one though. Just mass destruction.
But it's like I live in the U.S., so I have to say your poverty offends me. I know we have better shit. Your poverty offends me.
You know,
we probably do. We probably do.
Like I remember, like that big sit down with Mr. Farrakhan and Alex Jones, and Farrakhan was already talking about what China was doing. They have like a spaceship that can circumnavigate the whole world, like what I'm saying.
Well,
like
man,
in a day, like they already had this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Nah, he knows about the.
So is this like part of like? Is this part of like the whole secret space programs? Like the whole secret space programs be like.
Yeah, but this is just what this is the tip of the iceberg, as they say, with that like the Titanic or whatever. They got more shit out there.
Right.
They got more shit out there.
Always,
This is just what they want people to know about.
Nigga, if you watch
old shit too.
If you listen to Farrakhan long
I know.
If you watch that movie Dune, it's like I think anything is possible. Like how they make that shit look. Obviously they get that inspiration from somewhere.
Yeah. And I loved how it did look like that color. What, like, I don't even know how to describe that shit. Like how the tone was for the whole movie and shit. It's just like, whatever. I love that. Yeah, put you on the planet.
We need to do a review on that Dune.
Yeah, y'all watched that.
I heard it was good. I ain't see it yet though.
Oh yeah,
that shit's long. That shit's long.
And we're gonna have another one. We're gonna have another one.
We should have did a Free Guy motherfucking review because I thought that was a good ass movie.
Oh, I just watched that.
Yeah, that shit was good. Next week.
But you saw Free Guy too?
Yeah, I watched it after we were talking about it that one time.
That was a good movie.
We do Free Guy and Dune.
You can watch it with kids too, for real.
Yeah, exactly.
But if you listen to Louis Farrakhan long enough, and you really listen to what this nigga say, you would think he was a conspiracy theorist. Like if this nigga, if you hear this shit Louis Farrakhan say, and this nigga worked with you with like at Taco Bell or some shit, you be like, nigga, shut the fuck up. Man. It's Louis Farrakhan. It's Louis Farrakhan. Like come on, man, bro. Y'all got listen to this.
He said, nigga, I need 5 Supremes, dog. What you talking about?
What them Supremes at Farrakhan?
Like if you listen to Louis Farrakhan, like and you listen to the entire spectrum of the shit he talk about, like that nigga definitely believes in like non-physical and like he's, you know what I'm saying? Like he's not a simple thinker, like you know what I'm saying? Like but you know it's just.
Oh no, he talks about energies and stuff all the time.
All that. He talks about all that.
Because he even talks about the women. He even talks about the power that the women possess and shit, like behind the scenes that they don't even understand and stuff. Like, Farrakhan, man.
Yeah, but he
Farrakhan.
He said behind the scenes, holla at me. Holla at me behind the
scenes. Oh, Farrakhan.
All right, so do you think like this is like building up like, oh, big bad China, here we go again. Big bad China, always trying to impose their muscle on us. You think it's that type of situation, or is something we should really be worried about?
I mean, I would never sleep on them.
I would never sleep on China. But I don't think it's either one of those cases. I feel like it's just propaganda. As far as
it could be
world superpowers, I think it's just propaganda. It's like I said, if China is coming out here saying, "Oh, we can do this," I'm pretty sure that the U.S. can do that or something similar or whatever. I'm pretty sure everybody who is a world nuclear power out here anyway can do something similar. It really doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Something similar. So it's like the flexing is
necessary.
I think it's just I don't think it's necessary, but I think it's just for like it's all right. So the flexing is not. It may be necessary, but I don't think it's flexing for actual other governments. I think it's flexing for just regular people or whatever, just to be. You know, just like how we have media.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, especially like cater to war and shit.
Just to say, You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. I think a lot of countries definitely do shit like that to show the people in their country, like, nigga, look at us, we're a power. Look, nigga, we got super hypersonic
everything's
weapons. It's like, nigga, we got
everything under control.
Pause. It's like, nigga, we got the biggest dick, nigga. Look, you know what I'm saying? I think that's what
it is.
You know
that's what it is.
And then you have like you have during the whole year in previous years, but before that or whatever, you have like all this declassifying UFOs and all this shit or whatever type of shit. So like if like what's the point of having these superpower weapons or whatever just to fuck our own shit up? You know what I'm saying? And we every country and like China is like one of the number one. Like you got Mexico and all these other countries that be like declassifying shit all the time, talking about, oh yeah, these niggas are out there showing. So why would we be worried about fucking our own shit up?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? If
they know the mission.
If these same folks are declassifying stuff, and we know that they know that there is way better technology out there joint. You know, so I just feel like it's just to try to maybe keep the status quo or whatever.
No, you said it perfect, man.
Hey,
they wasting that shit on us.
This is a good point. It's a justification for more money to go towards. So we gotta match that. You know, we got passed this bill for what I'm saying to combat China.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Perfect.
And we don't want to fight China. You know what I'm saying? So
but that's exactly. I think that's the point though, because at the end of the day,
there's never gonna be
because look at it. It's like I remember when I was watching like some shit on Kobe. I forgot some documentary. I don't know what I was watching. They said that like if there was like a new hot shot player in the NBA that came in, this nigga Kobe would go to the gym and just make sure that he was there before the nigga, and then he would just keep shooting. Like I'm gonna just keep shooting, so I could fuck with his mind. So when he leave the gym, like damn, Kobe's still working out. This nigga's insane. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like like when China does shit like this, it's like we're gonna show y'all like we ain't no bitch ass niggas. Like y'all working on y'all technology. It's like y'all working on y'all technology. Oh, that's cute.
Right.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let me show y'all what we doing over here. Like you know what I'm saying? It's just just to let the rest of the world know, like nigga, we ain't no bitch ass niggas. Like y'all better make sure y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I think that's because we looking at shit like I think the same little tactics that people just use, even just on a normal human to human tactic. That shit is the same shit that they do on the largest fucking scales. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
It's the same shit, So I do agree with that. I think, so it's like, damn, China got we need to build more weapons because look at what China doing.
Yep, it's all manipulation, all money being passed, all that.
It's like, what if they use that? What if they use that on us? It's like, what if they use the nuclear? We're like, nigga, we gotta get our shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
It's just an excuse to do all that extra shit.
It's like paying for insurance, your car insurance, health insurance, whatever. You don't want to use the shit. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to have to use the shit anyway, I would say. But it's like, come on, man. Why at the end of the day? Why at the end of the day?
Yeah, nobody doing that here.
In a worldview, right? Right?
Yeah.
What would you think it would look like? If we lived in a world that didn't have the capability to lie?
Oh man, I don't even know.
Well, we didn't have the capability. I mean, let's be real. If we didn't have the capability to lie, that would definitely eliminate a lot of confusion. You know what I'm saying? I think because put it like this: when people say shit like, "Oh, this is my truth," it's like, I feel like the truth is usually just one thing. You know what I'm saying? I think there's variations. You know what I'm saying? There's degrees, but I feel like there's certain things I think that are the same all across the board. And I feel like when people try to create nuance and try to mold shit in order to fit their specific narrative or perspective, I think that's where a lot of confusion comes in. There's certain things in the universe I think that are like consistent no matter what you say, no matter what you do, all across the board. So absolute truth. Yeah, absolute truth. So I think if we didn't have the ability to lie, I think that would eliminate a lot of confusion. Like I think I'll put it like this: like a lot of shit that even happens in society now, like put it like this: there wouldn't be a space for Lil Nas X. You know what I'm saying? If we lived in a world like where there was no ability to lie, you see what I'm saying? It's like there wouldn't be a space for a lot of the bullshit that goes on, like because it's
a lot of stuff. Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? It's like it would definitely. I feel like if we didn't have the ability to lie, I think we would all live out our purposes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. As simple as that. It's like I feel like the lies are like distractions. They prevent us from what's important. So
Mm-hmm.
No,
that's true. That's true. No, the lies are like it wouldn't be a lot of illusions. It like we'd be able to trust and like even the frequency would be like straight up honesty. So you wouldn't even have to second guess, like you said. And that would be better for like us individually too, because we wouldn't be, doing all this extra shit to hide the truth.
Yeah, I agree.
And I feel like the lies, like honestly, they burden you, man, because you gotta keep up with that one lie. Like however you told that shit, however you expressed it, like, and that should be hard. I ain't gonna lie.
And that's
because I've been in a lie. Yeah, I've been in a lie. But yeah, that shit is wild.
I know what you mean.
So it would be like less stress and stuff, like you were saying. I think it'd be a lot more clarity, and it would be like to those positions where we just make decisions and we're forward thinking. Like
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we wouldn't be holding each other back. It wouldn't be all this jealousy, ego shit. Man, it'd be like some harmonic type. Yeah, it really would. It really would, because it wouldn't be any. It would be. Yeah, that'd be amazing.
To be real, like even that whole concept when they say the truth hurts is like the reason why it hurts because we find we're comfortable with lies. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's literally
that's
what it
true
is.
too.
Like, it's like a person will be like, "Oh, I'm overweight," you know what I'm saying? And somebody be like, "Man, you need to lose some weight." Then you get mad. It's like, bro, you probably mad because you know it's true. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Right.
So it's like, we all embrace the truth, and there was no ability to lie. If somebody actually said something that was quote unquote brutally honest, like it wouldn't be brutally honest. You know what I'm saying? It's just because we are comfortable with lies. You know what I'm saying? I mean, at the end of the day, it's kind of ties into that shit Dave Chappelle was talking about. You know what I'm saying? It's like we go along with narratives that we don't even really believe in just because we don't want to be a bad person, just because we don't want to upset nobody. You know what I'm saying? And I think that right there alone just opens space for more lies, more deception, more confusion. So,
as
simple as that. Nigga, half the conversations we have on this podcast is because there's so much confusion and bullshit that's going on.
Yeah.
If everything was about the truth, we probably wouldn't even have a podcast. You know what I'm saying? Like we probably would.
I know.
Yeah, I was about to say, just to go back to the last topic we were talking about, as far as China, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
If it was some truth, what y'all building that shit for?
Yeah.
What are y'all building that shit for?
Yeah,
I know y'all not gonna use that shit on the earth. Is there, is some shit out there that we need to know about?
Right. When are they coming?
Is there some shit out there that we need to know
about? If we lived in a world without lies, there'll be no corruption or the class system.
Even the justice and all that, all those layers of laws and shit like that.
I don't know. Maybe it could be even worse.
What you mean?
Without law? Or without lies?
Yeah, if like the 1% was like ruling with with authority, and they were just telling you like this is how it is because this is how it is, then it'll be probably more violent. Maybe I don't know.
You think so? I don't know. I'm just trying to like picture it in my head. Like
probably be more violent. I would agree with that.
I mean, explain that to me. I'm just trying to say like, so you think
because I'm trying to relate to like old times. It's like, okay, he's the king because he's the king, and if you're not in line. I mean, obviously the population is probably like way lower back then, but if he's the king, he's the king. Anybody got anything to say, you can tar it and feather. You getting fucking head chopped off and shit like that.
Even if you getting tarred and feather, get your head chopped off.
That's
like
saying
we're anti-truth. See what I'm saying? It's like even the concept of a king, like like no man's supposed to hold dominion over another man. So it's like the fact that a king exists means that you're actually agreeing to a lie, because a lie, a king, as crazy as it sounds, is a lie, because there shouldn't be kings. You know what I'm saying? There shouldn't be anybody holding dominion over anybody. But it's like
rulers and shit.
So what you were saying, Randall, you'd be like, oh, well, we're gonna kill you, da 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 da. The reason why we'll kill you for speaking your opinions because nigga, kings ain't supposed to exist. So in order for me to exist, I gotta kill your ass for speaking speaking the truth. So yeah, I think that's part of the problem. I think we wouldn't even have none of this shit. You know what I'm saying? None of these, like you, one of y'all, I think you said, Phil, like there wouldn't be no systems and governments and none of that shit. Like all this shit is fueled in deception. Like all this shit is it is. It's just the truth.
Yeah.
Let me say this one thing though. I think that's why I like the maybe it might be why Remy might enjoy the westerns and shit too though. But I think
lawlessness.
The lawlessness, the law. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, it was like I don't give a fuck out this joint. You know, I don't give a fuck if you might be telling the truth, you might not be, but you know,
It's me and this gun, baby.
We cutthroat out here, baby. We cutthroat.
Right. All right. So this
that's why I like the Western type shit. You know, it's like they get. You know, I might give you the benefit of the doubt, but I gotta cut you. I still gotta cut you.
All right, so cut you. I was actually thinking about what you're talking about, like kind of. So, like, do you think if we lived in like a lawless world where everybody, let's say everybody had a fucking gun, like, right? So that means that any person you deal with could potentially kill you if you say the wrong thing. Do you think people would be more respectful and more polite and more courteous towards people if there was no laws? You know what I'm saying? It's like, I can't.
It'd be tense.
Oh no, that's why they call it the Wild Wild West.
You know what I'm trying to say? It's like put it like this: is like, okay, I can do something to this person and reach, you know, and be no consequence because you know, it's like, I don't want to go to jail, so I'm not going to X, Y, and Z. But if there was no jail system and it was just like, you know, principle, like that was like how people move. Like, do you think people would like be second guessed to be disrespectful or whatever the fuck it may be? Because it's like, because you know what I'm saying.
So I'm just when you travel and you go to certain places, right? Like you go to the South where they do have, you know, carry laws,
open carry and shit.
Yeah, and you see it on somebody hip, you do talk to them a little different.
That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm saying. It's like the consequence.
Hi, sir. How are you doing, ma'am?
Nigga, you were in front of me.
Nigga,
go ahead.
The first time I seen a nigga out in public with that shit on his hip was in Manassas. I was like, I just went to a 7-Eleven. Nigga just walked into 7-Eleven with that. I was just like, I've never seen this before. You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
And Manassas is DMV.
Are you the police?
I was surprised at that.
I'm talking about when you go in the South, like
Georgia, they walk around with them shits.
Yeah, everybody with it on. So like
Texas, I saw a lot of those out there too. Yeah,
Texas is number one. Texas is
that's my point. So it's like, all right, would people be more like respectful, more courteous? Because it's like if I, you know, violate this person, they might just blow my brains out.
But then people can like click up, so I don't know.
But the law, I feel like the law, like kind of like, oh shit, I'm gonna go to jail. Like, oh, this person, you know, violated me, but if I retaliate, I'll go to jail. So I'm just gonna let it slide. You see what I'm saying? If you took the law into your own hands, it's like kind of like, all right, if there was no law with people and everyone, it's like it's kind of like that thing where it was like if you taught everybody how to fight, there'd be no bullies or whatever the fuck it may be. You know it's like that kind of shit. It's like, I don't know, but I'm just throwing a hypothetical out there. But it's just something that crossed my mind. Because when I seen that movie, I was like, if we lived in the Wild Wild West and everybody had that shit on them, like, would niggas act different? You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know.
Probably because we don't know we got it on us.
A lot of courage. Everybody have a lot of courage.
All kind of changed my. I was like, you know. So I was just interested. Just a thought.
Yeah, that is stressful.
That's probably where they came up with that shit called liquid courage, because everybody had that thing on them back then, and everybody was drinking. So
and to be and you had to like really like be a man of that like type of craft. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like a gunsmith and shit like that. Yeah.
Practice. Getting it off.
Boy, I'm just letting y'all know. I would have been. Y'all might want to be in my gang, dog. I'm just I would have been out here fucking shit up.
Yeah, the lawless.
Dog. Every movie, I don't give a fuck what movie you watch. All you need is 5 niggas, dog. All you need is 5 niggas. We got 4 right here, dog.
Yeah, dog.
We got 4 right here. We got 4 right here, dog. We got 4 right here. We get 2, 3 more in this joint, dog. 2, 3 more in this joint, and tear some shit up. Tear some shit up, dog. That's what be blowing me about them joints. I'm like, damn, all you need is 5, a handful of niggas. You need a handful of niggas out there. You can run all over the U.S., dog.
Yep, you got that right mindset. I'm telling you, man.
I was born in the right time frame, because I would have been ruthless, dog. I would have been ruthless.
I always think about that shit. Like, what if I was born during slave times? I'd be done. Like, if I was
I'm too
like all that shit. Once I saw some shit, I'd be like, hold on, did you just grab that lady's ass, motherfucker? I'm about to
That's
what man.
I'm too insubordinate at work, so I can't.
Hey,
like,
but you make a valid point because let's say you still a human being, just like these niggas was in the 1600s. Imagine you growing up in those conditions. You probably have traits inside yourself that's dormant because you're not in those treacherous environments. It's like it never came out because you never had to use it because we're not living in those same that wild west shit. But everybody got shit in them they probably have never used. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like that's true too. Yeah,
shit, because nigga, trust me, we would have adapted to living in the 1500s. We would have adapted to living in the BC. Like nigga, you would have found the human mind is crazy, bro. Like you would have found a way to adapt in all environments. So you know what I'm saying? Look, you say people nowadays, but I mean, nigga, any environment, any time period, like your mind would have adjusted to that situation.
Yeah, you think about it.
Instinctual traits would have came out that you probably don't have to use now.
Hey, no lie. Speaking of genes and all and them traits and shit, I did the 23andMe and shit or whatever. On my paternal side, I am related to fucking Pharaoh Ramses III.
Oh wow! What?
On my paternal side, dog. On my paternal side, my dad's side.
On your dad's side, yeah.
I'm not shocked you coming from Africa. I'm not shocked.
Yeah,
man.
I already knew I had the African shit, but I was.
That's dope though. Yeah.
Pharaohs. I ain't mad at that.
How they get it that specific? See, I need to take one of those, man.
Yeah, dude.
I've been saying that.
I just don't want my damn DNA out there.
I don't know about y'all, but I don't know nothing about my family history past like maybe my great grandmother. Nigga, like I don't know
exactly
that.
Yeah, that's what mine stops.
That's why I did the joint. That's
what mine stops. I don't have no grandfathers, none of that.
And that shit is important, bro. Passing down your family history, like I think people take that shit for granted. Like I feel like we should all know past our great grandparents, bro. We should
that's real, man.
At least know 100 years, but at least at the minimum 100 years before we came.
Maybe we should do that on the show. Yeah. We should all do
that. That would be
23andMe.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man.
I got Italian, Irish. That's where the drinking comes from. You know what I'm saying?
The Irish and shit.
Got a bunch of shit, man.
I know on my father's side, I saw some picture, a black and white picture in his family. Like I told you, my father from Jamaica, and it was one white dude. It was all black people. And there's one white dude in the picture, young. So I don't know, lineage or some shit, but it was one white guy.
But Corey, like even if it's Irish or stuff, like who's to say that's not like black Irish or black?
Yeah, it's still black. Yeah, they was black.
Right. And then when I seen the
I know what you're saying,
they got like there's light skinned Irish people like in Ireland.
Yeah.
Black people all over.
Yeah. South Africans are like white. They look white, but they South African.
But even after that, though, I was because like they be pulling fucking Egyptian mummies up with red hair and and I'm like, so what the fuck? So I'm like, where did the fucking Irish shit come from and all that shit? So it's something going on, dog.
They do be having like that orange,
yeah, bro.
Like a redhead, like a ginger.
Yeah,
damn, it's crazy you say that shit.
I don't get that shit on my head hair, but like
in my beard,
my shit be my beard be hitting like red hairs and shit.
Yeah, real talk, like them burgundy type hairs, like and I think that's from when your hair's exposed to the sun or something, it turns those colors or whatever. Yeah, that's real.
Even my baby pictures is like red. You know what I mean? All up here, like the whole head was red. But speaking about redheads,
gingers.
Gingers, dog.
The king redhead right now, King Canelo.
That was a mean segue.
Perfect.
King Canelo.
Hey, look, you Mexican though. You know what I'm saying? Redhead Mexican. Let's go.
Yeah, a redhead Mexican.
Yeah, true.
I mean, I think he just turned like 30 or 31. But yeah, he's in his prime.
Still...
The first super middleweight. Yeah, super middleweight. And also, he won 4 major fights in the last 12 months.
All right, man. All right, before you get into
it, but he's out here.
Who's at least like non-heavyweight big men type? You know what I'm saying? Boxers. Canelo got to be number 2 behind Mayweather in recent memory, right? Am I tripping? Am I wrong for that? Am I reaching?
You're not wrong.
Do we not want to put Manny? We don't want to put Manny in there.
Oh, yeah,
man. But Manny been losing. Manny be taking some L's, man, and he don't fight as often.
No, but Manny
out here fighting for his country. That's all. Manny out here fighting for his country.
Manny will fight any fucking body.
Yeah, he will. I'll give him that. But he probably fight like once a year now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's old. I think he's just fighting for his country.
As an observer of the sport, Canelo is impressive. Like outside of Mayweather, he's probably the most impressive boxer I'll be watching. Like,
you're right. You're definitely right.
Yeah, I will say I was on. I don't want to say that was racist or whatever, but I was like, who was it? I didn't even know he was Mexican at first, dog. I was like,
because he looked white.
Yeah, he was fighting somebody. I think he was fighting another Mexican when I first seen him fighting, and I was like, what?
And he got red hair.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yep.
Canelo is my favorite boxer to watch. I ain't gonna say for real. I ain't gonna say Mayweather. Like Mayweather is like Jay-Z, Kanye. Like you know what I'm saying. But Canelo is probably my favorite boxer. You know,
he's a boxer. I like him too.
His defense. I like how his class, like how what he brings to the game. He's not arrogant. Like he don't showboat. Like for real. Like.
Nah, I don't.
The nigga just a class.
He don't showboat, but I'm not gonna say he doesn't talk shit, but I like it.
What boxer don't talk shit?
You have to talk shit. You have to be able to talk shit.
Period. Whatever sport it is, you're an athlete. You have to talk shit. If you're good, it's 90% mental, 10% physical. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I like Canelo. I do like Canelo.
Too. Even watching that fight though, like at the beginning, you already saw that shit coming. Probably like the first 3-4 rounds.
I will agree with Lighthouse. I don't think he's ever been on like no real like showboating or like even like how you know how Money May be out there trying. You know what I'm saying? Even after he's done boxing, Canelo's not talking about no money and whatever, but he will talk about how he gonna beat your ass or whatever. You know what I'm saying? If it comes down to it, if you were
this nigga has been boxing for 16 years.
Floyd is pretty honorable though. Floyd is a pretty honorable nigga. Like he always gives respect to his opponents after every fight. Like Floyd is
that's why I fought Canelo. That's why I fought Canelo when he was coming up though. He already knew it was gonna be.
That
like 20 though.
Yeah, I know. He got him out the way early, like early.
Canelo still put up a fight at 20, nigga. I don't know if it'd be the same shit now. Hell
nah.
That was a
Canelo probably get him.
And Canelo was giving him some go. It obviously is Floyd, but
but that's when his whole shift turned.
Is Vontae and Nello in the same weight class?
Nah.
Vontae, right?
Nah, I don't think Devontae. No. I think he's smaller. Gervonta Davis.
He's super small.
Yeah.
He's like featherweight.
Yeah, he's small. He's like a little guy. Yeah, he's little. He's little. He probably like 5'6".
He a little. You know what I'm saying? He got some size to him, but he's short. You know.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Smaller than Canelo, bro.
He don't look smaller than Canelo, but that's because it's on TV. Like he's probably a lot shorter. Anyway,
because we 6'3", 6'4".
I felt like it was a time when Canelo, Triple G, and Canelo was like, who's the one? But that's
what it was, man. And then
he kind of took that spot, though. You know
exactly. Yeah. But that's when he started running away.
Lightweight, super featherweight, and light welterweight.
Yeah,
so he
bounces in featherweight and light.
You see Gervonta moving up though?
What?
Does he look like he can move up? You don't think so?
How small are these niggas?
Too like short.
Canelo probably only like 5'9" for real. He's not tall. Like 5'8", 5'9".
It's not even. I don't even think it's about the height. It's about the weight. It's the weight,
the mass. Yeah.
But that last fight with Gervonta and that dude when we was at the little joint at over your folks' joint, Corey, that was a good ass fight.
That was a good fight.
Gervonta won, homeboy showed some heart like shit though.
Yeah, that was a good fight.
Gervonta is smaller than this nigga.
Gervonta's
and this nigga is small.
Yeah,
Gervonta got that motherfucking killer power, nigga. Like if he catch you clean, it's a wrap.
I never seen him box though. I never seen.
Yeah, but because he leaned on that. He leaned on that because he know he got that power.
Yeah, and I think Canelo probably walking around like 150, 155.
I think 168 now.
Oh shit, that's big. Yeah, he is.
Remember he moved up. He moved up for Kovalov. He moved
the super middleweight shit.
Yeah.
Caleb Plant, he's probably like 160.
So
he got 4 division championships in 4 fights in 1 year.
That's crazy. he fights every 90 days.
Ooh,
Canelo. Yeah, if he fought 4 times, it's 12 months in a year. He's fighting every 3 months.
Seen this nigga get
getting paid.
I don't ever remember seeing his face being like bloody.
Nigga, he took the wild
Triple G
from Triple G and walked through him.
They was that was a good.
Walked through him too. Triple G walked through him too.
Those were the best fights. They should have did a part 3 of that.
Didn't they?
Oh, it was 1, 2, and 3.
Was it? I thought it was only 2. I could be wrong though. It might have been 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
But still, they need to do a third. Where's Triple G? Triple G don't even be fighting anymore for real.
He kind of fell back a little bit.
He probably run for like mayor or some shit.
He took that L.
Yeah. I mean, them Canelo fights were brutal though. They was really
not to get too deep into it, but who's up next?
For Canelo?
Teofimo. Who's up next?
Terrence Crawford.
Oh yeah, he fought Sean Porter.
What's the one dude name? I
Errol
know
Spence.
his name. No. Younger guy.
Crawford?
No, man. Fuck, I can't. I'm mad. I can't think of his name right now. Black dude. I can't remember his division. Young dude, man.
Who do you fight?
Shakur Stevenson?
No, not Shakur. He better than Shakur Stevenson.
Oh,
I can't think of his fucking name.
Haney. Where's he from?
Haney.
Devin Haney? Oh, okay. You like Devin Haney?
Who's up?
Yeah, he's supposed to fight Teofimo, or he wants to fight Teofimo. I've seen like those videos.
Shaky that last fight.
Lopez is cold though, young Lopez.
Haney looked shaky that last fight.
Yeah, he didn't even do any damage for real. He just got through the fight.
And his legs was wobbly as fuck. He was getting rocked.
We'll see. He's small too. He don't look big at all.
Who y'all think though? Who's up next though?
It's Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence.
Terrence, he need to fight Errol Spence because Terrence don't be fighting nobody though, young. That's
he fighting Sean Porter though.
Sean Porter. I would love to see that.
Yeah, he about to fight Sean Porter. I think that's in December.
He should be Sean Porter, but the thing I love about Sean Porter, like niggas is
he gonna scrap. He gonna scrap. He gonna scrap. That's always a good fight. Yeah, if Sean Porter's fighting, that nigga's gonna get. He probably gonna get knocked out, but he gonna be fighting. Yeah, it is.
He's like the litmus test for boxers, nigga. Like if you beat Sean Porter, then you belong. You know what I'm saying? It's like he's the litmus test. Like nigga,
you're right though. That's
I'm gonna watch.
That's like the dog you throw out. Like if you was like sparring or something, like you get through him, you good. Like that. We'll see though. I don't think
Sean Porter fun to watch. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, he is.
Great fucking fights.
I feel like that's gonna be his career too. Like I don't think he's gonna make any noise for real because Crawford better like for real if you look at it. But they need to start fighting. Like these motherfuckers need to start fighting each other, man. Start really making these marquee matchups. Stop ducking each other, fighting these no names, getting these checks. Like people don't want to see that shit anymore. Like last year, kind of like propelled us into like a different era of boxing. I feel like with the Wilder fights, the shit, even man, I do a segue on Wilder, but you knew it was done when he gets that wide eye look. That's why I knew that shit was over. I was like, oh yeah, this nigga ain't even. He wasn't even that.
Right, I don't even know why niggas that thought he was going to even have a chance.
I don't think anybody really believed it though, Corey. I don't think nobody really believed it. I think niggas just.
He had a chance. Yeah, he had a chance.
No, he did not. He did not have a chance. He did not.
He has no conditioning, man. He can't keep up.
Talking about Brad Pitt. We talking about Brad Pitt, Gypsy King on this joint. You know what I'm saying?
Deontay got a one-hitter quitter. You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much.
He blew me when he was like, "Oh, I don't respect you." Like when
at the end
when Fury came over, he's like, "Oh, I don't respect you." I was like,
"That's his ego, young."
Yeah, man, that's all it is.
It's like, bro, that Deontay thought he was on top of the world. Couldn't believe that.
I don't know why.
Because that nigga because he knocked everybody out. I would believe why nigga would think that he knocked out everybody.
Exactly. And this is how many times he done fought this nigga? It's like, come on, bro.
It's over. It's over.
You should have some respect for this guy.
Yeah.
You're not playing with your ass.
But he knew that was his last chance to get him anyway, though. That was his last hurrah. That was the last everything. So it's almost like you take this L
again.
Yeah, you take this L. You know this man's better than you, and that's what it is now. Like it's not even. It's no more debating. That's why he was mad. That's why he didn't want to show no respect or nothing. But he got beat, man. That's sports. Like fuck, you're not gonna win everything.
It's not like he just lost. You know what I'm
saying?
He got it as fucking.
No, he did. But I think Kamaru Usman says it the best. He's like, man, it's just some athletes you're just gonna have to deal with. It was somebody better than you during your era. Like that's just what it is. Yeah, sometimes you run into that shit. Yeah, you run into that shit, and
unfortunately, in boxing.
Oh yeah,
but basketball nothing. Unfortunately, in boxing they beat your ass.
Yeah, boxing you taking an L.
Taking an L.
Boxing you taking an L though. Yeah.
Boxing, you don't play boxing. There's no such thing as play boxing.
Yeah, you taking that.
We're not playing boxing out here, buddy.
It's a real L in boxing. You're right. That's a real fucking life changer.
You got to lay the fuck down, dog. He sure did. He sure did. Sure did.
The worst one was the one where Fury like ducked that motherfucker and came and just hit him. Like they was close as fuck together, and Wilder just like spread on the ground when he hit. I was like, damn, why you out here looking bad?
Lord, you can hit with them hands of God out there.
That shit blew me because Alabama lost that same like, and I had money on that shit.
Oh, I know. Earlier that day, that's when I lost to Texas A&M. I know. I know. What a fucking day.
Ain't nobody fucking with the Gypsy King. You better pull him Klitschko niggas.
Nobody fucking with him.
Yeah,
nobody's fucking with him. There's nobody out there that I believe that.
Maybe Linux. I don't know.
Nah. Klitschko's couldn't move.
And
delivering was what, like 80 now, nigga? Like
they couldn't even move though. They can't move like him.
All the niggas that was in the conversation of potentially being in Fury's class have all shown that they're not in his class. So I don't even think
maybe Usyk, maybe.
I'm just saying in everybody's prime. I'm just saying in everybody's prime. Maybe the Klitschko's, maybe Lennox, but I don't know.
Lennox might have been the only one. The Klitschko maybe, but Lennox is probably the only nigga because Lennox was undefeated. I think he ended his career undefeated. I don't think he ever lost.
Yeah.
Lennox might be the only one that could hang with him. Lennox beat Tyson. I mean, Holyfield.
Holyfield would beat the shit out of fucking Tyson Fury.
Holyfield's looking bad. Back in his prime. In his prime.
I don't know, dog.
In his prime.
In his prime.
I don't care about him being in his prime. I don't know.
Oh, now he ain't doing shit. You saw his last fight. He got his ass beat.
In his prime,
Holyfield like 80 years old. I don't even. That's
I'm saying in his prime, of course.
In his prime, yeah, but I don't know, dog. This nigga is. He is eating.
Hold on. Didn't Lennox Lewis beat him like twice?
Yes.
In his prime?
Yes. That's what I'm talking about.
So
ain't nobody really fucking with Gypsy King.
Both of them gonna beat him in their prime.
That's why I said Lennox Lewis or the Klitschko's. Ain't nobody.
Yeah, probably.
You have to be a big dog.
I wouldn't even get a Klitschko's. I think Lennox Lewis is the only one.
Nah, yeah, Klitschko's can't even move. They don't be moving.
He was beating his ass in his prime.
Well, there you have it, folks. It's like that.
Set it up.
The Fight Room Podcast, episode 81. Each and every week, check us out, man. Great conversations. We definitely multifaceted. Yeah. We can talk about every goddamn thing. So, you know what I'm saying? Check us out. Follow us on multiple social media streams. And other than that, catch us on Overtime, man. We about to get into this crazy ass Travis Scott shit. I know.
Yeah, tune in for the Travis Scott deal.
I know, nigga, we don't see shit like that every day. So
never.
Check out that conversation, and we'll catch y'all next time on Fight Room TV.
And I'm gonna hit you one time. Kring.